Welcome to Kid Reports. Kid Reports is an app that's been developed for Creative World School that you will use to digitally manage your classroom. The digital management will include the use of a tablet, which every day you will sign in with using a distinct teacher sign-in. Once signed in, you will use the app and the tablet throughout the day to track children's attendance, move them from room to room, record care activities, and record learning moments. Parents will download a version of this app on their personal device and have access to daily reports and all of the information that you log throughout the day. I'm excited to teach you the various elements of this app, as I think it's going to make your classroom management very easy and enable parents to see all of the wonderful learning that's happening every day. So let's get started. The first thing you will do each day is log in to the Kid Report app. This will give you access to the dashboard. The dashboard features a drop-down list of all of the classrooms in the building that you have access to. Once a classroom is selected, it will display the list of children in the blue box. You may then select a child or children to log activities for. Whichever children are selected will be displayed in the blue box. On the right side, you may access a calendar that will give you historical or current daily reports. As you add care activities, events will be generated in this box. The scrolling menu of children's pictures will be illuminated when children are logged into the system. For you to log in, simply swipe from the left side of the screen and select Teacher Sign In. You will then find your name and tap Out to become logged in. If for some reason you logged in the incorrect time, you would simply tap the blue clock, which would generate a set time option. Scroll through to find the correct time of your login and tap Set, OK, and Save. You can see that the time changed to 9 o'clock a.m. Now you are logged into the system. As children arrive, you will begin taking attendance. Make sure that you have the correct classroom selected in the white drop-down box and tap Attendance. This will then generate a list of all the children associated with that particular classroom. Simply tap Out to log the child in. Notice that this functions and looks exactly like your teacher sign-in. For those children whose times need to be adjusted, you simply tap the blue box or the Set Time tab up on the top left. You may then go through, just as you did before, and select the correct time that the child was either logged in or out. Now I want you to try it. Take your tablet and select a classroom. Find Attendance at the bottom left and tap Children In. It's as easy as that. Now, let's try to move a child from one classroom to another. Once children are logged into the system, you simply go to the white drop-down box of the classroom that you want to access. So we'll start in the SEALS classroom and then find Move Rooms below the Attendance tab. Notice that the gray box at the top reminds you that you are moving from the SEALS room. Select the children, and in the drop-down box, select the classroom you will move them to. You may receive an attendance warning if, for instance, the elephants have not been signed in yet. Simply say yes, and then those children will disappear from the SEALS room and appear in the elephants room. In this way, an opening teacher need not use multiple classroom clipboards to take attendance, And teachers who are picking children up and taking them to their classroom for the day will simply switch the classroom of the child on the tablet. You can see our students have now shown up in this classroom where we will take attendance. In addition to attendance, there are several times that you will transition throughout the day. If you are going from your classroom to outside or the exploratorium, you will use the Name to Face log. As you saw, this log is accessed to the same place as your teacher sign-in by swiping the leftmost part of the screen. When you swipe, you simply select Name to Face, and then find the time that is closest and tap the children in as you call them and recognize them. Then you simply save and the menu closes. Because your care for different age groups includes different kinds of routines and learning activities, we will begin by reviewing the entries for infants and toddlers. On the dashboard, you will select the classroom for infant or toddler, and it will generate a list of care routines on the dashboard. Keep in mind you can only log routines for children who have their attendance taken. Let's begin by logging a snack. In the younger ages, we do not include many details regarding food because we know that most food has been sent by parents. You may simply indicate how much was eaten, and then in the notes field, you can type out whatever kind of food the child consumed. Once you save the activity, it is recorded on the daily report. You can see that now Gabe has an AM snack. Let's feed him a bottle. You may select from the drop-down what kind of milk Gabe is going to be drinking, and then when you tap on the amount field, you simply select how many ounces were in the bottle. You can always include notes, but most importantly, you initial digitally by selecting Teacher and then finding your name in the drop-down menu. Once you tap Save, this is added to Gabe's daily report. Another important care routine that you will be performing daily is diapering. From the blue drop-down menu, let's select a different child and change their diaper. When you tap on diaper, you have several options. You simply record what kind of diaper it was, being sure to include any notes that you would like the parent to know about. You will also digitally initial a diaper change by tapping Teacher and selecting your name from the drop-down menu. Once this is saved, Hakeem's diaper change has been recorded. One care item that may be done as a bulk action is food. From the drop-down menu, you will select multiple children who you are feeding the same kind of food. Note that it tells you that 3 children are selected. Once you tap on food, a menu will pop up. Keep in mind that this menu is simple because most food has been sent by parents for this age group. You can always include more detail in the notes. Once this routine is saved, you will notice that you see it 3 times because you have logged the same routine for 3 children. Now let's put somebody down for a nap. Deselect the children you are not working with and tap OK. Once you tap on Nap, a timer will appear. You simply start the timer, and the child's profile will indicate that a care routine is in progress. While Gabe is sleeping, let's play with some of the other children. Going back to the blue drop-down menu, we will select a few children and have some tummy time. Once the children are selected, simply tap on tummy time and notice that this too is a timer. Once the timer is started, each of these children's profiles will indicate that this care routine is in progress. You may also log snacks as a bulk routine. Now it's time to wake Gabe up. So we will go back to his profile, tap on nap, and stop the timer. Once this is saved, his nap has been logged in his care report. We also need to make sure that we do not forget to stop tummy time. Once it is stopped, all 3 of those children will have a recorded tummy time for that duration on their daily report. Let's now look at some of the learning moments that are available for recording in the system. We have included the 3 E's. The younger classrooms have education, enrichment, and exploration. When you select these, we expect you to include details of what kind of enrichments you enjoyed in your classroom that day. Keep in mind that your spelling and punctuation and wording are very important because parents will be seeing these daily reports. You will simply type in the notes that explain or describe your activity and tap Save. This will then generate a learning moment on the daily report. Other categories that we've included that can be done for bulk actions are outdoor play. If, for instance, you are taking 4 children on a buggy ride, you would simply select those 4 children from the blue drop-down box, tap OK, and select Large Motor or Outside Play. Here you have the option to select Bye Bye Buggy Ride. You could take a picture of the children or simply save. This will then generate a Large Motor Outside Play item on each of these children's daily report. We know that one of the great benefits of this system is the ability to give pictures to parents of things that are happening daily in your classroom. To include pictures, you simply add a picture and are prompted to choose the camera, which is a live picture, or the gallery, which is something saved on your device. You will then take a picture, save it, and it will be generated on the child's daily report. We know that parents will love getting fresh pictures on a frequent basis through this system. The last section that you need to know is news and announcements. Especially for youngest children, this is an important area where parents will fill out the drop-off information. This will include details about when the child awoke, last ate, was last changed, and their morning mood or quality of sleep. It is important that you begin to remind parents, if they have not filled this out, to do so, either in the classroom, on their personal device, or on your tablet, so that your information is up to date. Now, we have accidentally generated a drop-off information report for all 4 children for whom we were recording the Bye Bye Buggy Ride. We need to make some edits. To edit an entry, you would simply tap on the small arrow. You will have the option to view, edit, or delete that daily report item. You simply say, yes, I do want to permanently delete, tap OK, and that item will be removed from the daily report. If, for instance, you prefer to edit and would like to change the time of a nap, you would simply tap Edit and use the scrolling clock before you save. Other important news and announcements are reminders for a parent to see the front desk and a request for items to be brought in. We have generated a list of the most common items that you ask parents for. You would simply select the items needed for that child, and the parent would receive it either immediately or on the daily report at the end of the day. We will now move on to using kid reports for older children. From the dashboard, you will simply access the correct classroom from the white drop-down box. Keep in mind that you can only log activities for children whose attendance has been taken. You will notice that the care routines are simplified considerably for the older age groups. Their snacks and food have been generated according to common menus in our schools. You will simply select the correct menu item, keeping in mind that you can add any edits or substitutions in the note-taking section. Your director will have the opportunity to customize this menu according to your school's needs. Once saved, the snack will show up on the daily report. Let's feed a few children lunch. For children who are eating the same menu, it is time-saving to select multiple children from the blue drop-down. Select the most common how much they ate, and scroll through the menu to find what you were eating that day. Again, this will be customized for your school so that the options are relevant. Once the food is selected, you will of course want to record any edits or substitutions in the note-taking box. Once saved, this will show up on every child's daily report for whom you logged it. To select all of the children in the classroom, simply tap the topmost right box. Once the entire classroom is selected, it may be easiest to log a nap routine. If all of your children are going down for a nap at the same time, you would simply do that. Select them all and tap Start. Now we know that a nap is in progress for all of these children. The learning moments for older children are considerably expanded because your activities with them are more complex. Many of your stations and small group times have categories available under Enriching Play or the different inquiry categories. You will want to select the category that is appropriate for your activity and expand upon it by describing it in the Notes section. Once that is done, that learning moment will be logged on all of those children's daily reports. To log small group activities, you will simply select the children who participated and find the correct category. If we were recording inquiry for these two children, we could scroll down to find the focus of the month. These are our preloaded monthly curriculum themes. We know that you will want to describe what the activity was, so you have the option in a Notes section. If, for instance, in Literacy Small Group, you read a book, you would describe it in the small box. Then, in the Notes section, you could expand upon how you are going to extend that activity throughout the day and weeks to come. We know that parents will be excited to see how inquiry is working itself out in your classrooms. So be sure that you are detailed and thorough in your descriptions. I am certain that once you learn to use and become familiar with the app, you are going to love the way that it allows you to manage your classroom. We can't wait to see all of the wonderful learning moments that you were able to share with parents, your directors, and us.
Mm.